concerts this afternoon. My name is Chuck Sipe. I'm the director of the Mid-Atlantic Music Invitational, and we're really happy you're here. It's been a great last 3 days of events for the Mid-Atlantic group, and we're excited to start this concert off with the National Jazz Workshop Jazz Orchestra. This is derived from the National Jazz Workshop that happens every July. Just an incredible event that happens, and students from all over gather together to just get incredible training in jazz and great experiences. And out of that idea from the July experience, from that camp, they decided, we should have an all-star group that rehearses and performs throughout the year, and that's exactly what they did, and that's what you'll be hearing. Just fabulous, the best of the best high school players out of this National Jazz Workshop event that they have, and they're just thought it would be a really great collaboration for Shenandoah to have these very talented high school students come and play. It's headed by director Alan Baylock and producer Matt Neese, and of course supported by the faculty here, the jazz faculty, headed by Bob Larson. So we're really thrilled to have them here, and so we know you're going to really enjoy this performance of the National Jazz Workshop Jazz Orchestra All-Stars. And please welcome Alan Baylock and his band.
Thank you. On guitar, Jan. And on the trombone, the founder and producer and manager of the National Jazz Workshop All-Star Jazz Orchestra, Mr. Matt Neese. That was a piece entitled Cold Duck Time. That was written by Eddie Harris and arranged by myself, and that just coincidentally opens up my new CD, the Alan Baylock Jazz Orchestra CD called Prime Time. That featured the band, and we'd like to continue now with a beautiful arrangement from the legendary Sammy Nestiville. This is his arrangement of Satin Doll. I had the great fortune of knowing Sammy Nestiville for probably about 10 years. He got his honorary doctorate here at Shenandoah about a decade ago. And last weekend in San Diego, my big band was performing and at the Jazz Education Network Conference. And Sammy came by. It was really nice to see him. He's 90 years young. He'll be 91 next month. And you look at him and you'd think he wasn't a day over 70. You can't... This is Satin Doll. Jackson on piano. Back there on the trumpet, Michael Berkeley. Alex DiLazzari on tenor saxophone. And on alto saxophone, Curtis Wheeler. So this band is made up of high school-aged kids, except for two guys, and you heard them both on that last number. Freshman at George Mason University, Thomas Jackson, and also now a senior, I guess, at George Mason, Curtis. Everybody else is 18 and under, except me. We'd like to continue now with a wonderful up-tempo minor blues, and this is written by a friend of mine from North Texas named Brett Zvacek. This is entitled Hard Right. Thank you, hard right on guitar, Garrett Mader. Zach Hanna on the baritone saxophone. On alto, Eli Kane. And on the drums, Scott Sawicki. So as Dr. Sipe had mentioned, the National Jazz Workshop is a week-long event here at Shenandoah, but this year it's not only happening here at Shenandoah, but 2 other places as well. So make sure you pick up a flyer. There's some up here on the front of the stage, and then there's some in the back as well. And this band is now year-round, which we're really, really thrilled about. And the auditions for next year's band will be this fall. So make sure you check out nationaljazzworkshop.org, and I think the link is under All Stars. But I'm really thrilled to be a part of it, and before I do my official thanks, I would like to thank Matt Neese and Dr. Bob Larson here at Shenandoah for making those events so much fun and so successful. So once again, this information packet is up here on stage, and then there's some in the back, so check it out. We'd like to continue now. That was a fast minor blues. Now we'd like to slow things down with a major blues, I guess we can call it. And this is a great Phil Wilson tune, recorded and played a ton of times by the Woody Herman Band. And I don't think we've played this before, right? Actually, we haven't played that last piece either, so we're debuting that piece. And this piece tonight, this afternoon, and this is called Basically the Blues. Thank you once again, Matt Neese. And you also heard Thomas once again on piano, Aiden Farley on trombone, Jaquan Andrews on trombone, Alex again on the tenor saxophone. Oh yeah, and Jacob Dormuth on the bass solo. And this is something from the Count Basie Orchestra. You might recognize it as All of Me. say a few shout-outs and a few thanks. First of all, for everybody here, thanks for sharing this opportunity with us to perform here at Shenandoah as part of the Mid-Atlantic Music Invitational. It's really been a thrill, and we're really glad you guys are here. It's fun playing for no audience, but it's even more fun when there's an audience. So thanks for being here. Dr. Chuck Sipe, who put this whole thing on. Thank you very much, Dr. Sipe. And Dr. Bob Larson here at Shenandoah. Thank you very much, Bob. And also here on faculty, as is Dr. Sipe and Dr. Larson, and founder and everything else with the National Jazz Workshop, Matt Neese. He's not looking for our next gig. And I'm here as a jazz composer residence here at Shenandoah University. I'm thrilled to be a part of that as well. And as a writer, I can kind of just write lines and circles on the page, but it's the people that are playing the instruments that literally breathe the life into it. So I got to thank this band. How about a hand for the National Jazz Workshop All-Star Jazz Orchestra? And very quickly, I don't want to mess up, so I'm going to read it, but I know everybody's names, I know everybody's serial numbers, I know everybody's date of birth, all that stuff, so don't worry. Anyway, on the saxes, Curtis Wheeler, Eli Kane, Ben Brooks, Alex DeLazari, Ben Francis, and Zach Hanna. This is really a lot of fun. On trombone, we got Jaquan Andrews, Aiden Farley, Zach Neese, Jack Grimm, Noah Flanagan, and Francis Baylock. And I wasn't going to say the most important section of the band, but as a recovering trumpet player myself, the most important section of the band, this is Robert Barron, Michael Berkeley, Nathan Bradley, Marshall Klimek, and Jake Crawford. And on the rhythm section, we are thrilled to have so many gifted players in the band, and the rhythm section is no different. On piano and vibes, what you'll hear later in the season, him playing vibes. Thomas Jackson on guitar, Jan Knudsen, Garrett Mader, bass, Jacob Dormuth, and Michael Baylock. Drums, Scott Sawicki. And once again, if you want information about the National Jazz Workshop Summer Series or this band, please come up and get some more information here or in the back. Also, if you'd like a CD, I have some of them up here. And this is our last number, and it's hard to get off stage without playing this number. If anybody is familiar with the National Jazz Workshop, this has kind of become the theme song. And so we will not let anybody down, and this is our last tune for the day. But we are playing for Wynton Marsalis on Thursday here at Shenandoah. And next weekend, we'll be playing at the essentially Ellington concert in Yorktown, at Yorktown High School. And then our debut gig was at Blues Alley in Washington, D.C. And then we have some other jobs coming up, including one on the arm at Fort Wire in Virginia. So the band is very active. We rehearse every Sunday. And we'd love for you to come out to our concerts as much as possible. And also, if you're interested in performing with the band next year, check out the website. We'll have auditions in the fall. So thank you very much. This is The Beat Goes On.